My dear siblings in Christ in the Diocese of Virginia, Presiding Bishop Sean Rowe announced on Monday of this week that the Episcopal Church would be ending its 40-plus year partnership with the U.S. government to resettle refugees, a public-private partnership that was created by the 1980 US Refugee Resettlement Act. Over the years, Episcopal Migration Ministries, that's the office carrying out this important gospel work for our church, over the years, Episcopal Migration Ministries has resettled nearly 110,000 children and adults who have had to flee their home out of fear for their lives. Presiding Bishop Rowe, in consultation with experts and stakeholders around the church and the world, made the difficult decision to withdraw our participation in this federal program after being told that we would have to begin resettling a group of Afrikaners, white South Africans who claim economic persecution. I refer you to the presiding bishop's statement for specifics on why this action has been taken. Now, as many of you know, I was director of Episcopal Migration Ministries for a number of years, and given that, and as you can imagine, I have some thoughts on what has happened. I have pondered what I would have done or recommended be done had I still been director of EMM. Several folks have reached out with questions, and so I take this opportunity to give you a bit of insight into what I think of it all. First, the presiding bishop and his team had access to information that I do not have access to, even with my history with and connection to EMM. And I know that presiding Bishop Rowe and his team made this difficult decision carefully and prayerfully. This I know beyond doubt. I am thankful for that, and I am supportive of him, and I have told him so. Also, please know that this is a very, very complex issue. I have seen people who agree and who disagree, both trying to reduce this action to simple sound bites, and that is not a fair or healthy thing to do. I encourage everyone to step back from that course of action. For me, the most difficult thing over the past several months has been to witness a program that has helped millions of truly oppressed and life-threatened individuals be all but shut down, and those persons refused resettlement because of unsubstantiated accusations of danger to Americans. There are 122 million people in this world who are classified as in need of resettlement in another country as a result of persecution, conflict, violence, or human rights violations. Approximately 1 out of every 67 people on the planet. Of those, roughly 73% come from just 5 countries: Afghanistan, Syria, Venezuela, Ukraine, and Sudan. For nearly a half century, the United States of America has led the way in offering opportunities for a meaningful and safe life to people who most likely would otherwise die a horrible death. We have done this because we are a moral country, and a country of law, and a country of care. The Episcopal Church has done this because it is what God ordained as the right and holy thing to do. Jesus was never more clear than in his words recorded in Matthew chapter 25, verses 31 through 46, and summed up by the statement that, "Truly I tell you, just as you did it to one of the least of these, you did it to me." I am proud of the work that EMM and the Episcopal Church has done with the ministry of refugee resettlement. And I pray that a time will come when we can re-enter this work. I also call on everyone to pray for those who are truly persecuted, for their very lives are on the line. May God bless the efforts of those who would follow the calling of love for others. My siblings in Christ, always remember, love Jesus, embody justice, and be disciples, for we are the Diocese of Virginia.